Why is Miami still the land of opportunity for Black entrepreneurs? That's what I want to talk about real quick here in this video. Like, subscribe, share the video for people that may be wondering. Listen, Miami is an equal opportunity playground to a certain extent, depending on how your mind frame is. When I moved to Miami, I had issues retail establishment, high-end retail establishment in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, that was in 2020. That was just the reality of it, right? Because the really upscale place that we had in the epicenter went out of business. So we had to find another place after the pandemic. When I moved to Miami, the red carpets rolled out. It was any, and it still is pretty much primarily any retail space that I want to have for my store, jewelry store, clothing store, whatever you want to do, car rental business is there. The issue is just do you have the money? That's what it boils down to in Miami. Do you have the money to be able to pay the rent or the lease for the place? And you know, I'm the first Black-owned business in Brickell, and that's still an accomplishment, high-end jewelry store in Mary Brickell Village. We talking about a several $1 million neighborhood. Everything is off the chain, and I was still able to pull that off for one whole year. In business, you got a year. Either it's gonna make it or it's gonna break it. And that location, just because it was off the side, it didn't work out. But they gave me the opportunities to do whatever I wanted to do with the space. It was on me, you know what I'm saying? And just being transparent with y'all, I look at it now like, man, I didn't really know what I had to store in Brooklyn. I didn't know what I had. I should have went way harder with the YouTube. With, you know, if you can go back in my videos, you'll see I still try to go hard, but I should have went harder. Nevertheless, I say all that to say, I see an even playing ground, an even playing field in Miami. Since Miami is based off of people of color, you know, they just from a different part, South American, Dominican, Cuban, whatever the case may be, Venezuelan, whatever. They have came, and Blacks, they have came and done really good things in Miami and built up networks that really can't be dismantled. So if they need apartments, they need jobs, whatever they need, they can pretty much help each other. And I'm talking about South Americans, you know, to get that real estate, whatever the case may be. I say that to say, we also have Black networks in Miami. And I didn't know nothing about her. Shout out to Miss Bell, who really took me by my arm and really showed me around the upper echelon of Black people in Miami. And I was able to develop relationships and get to know a lot of people that's really in good positions. My man right there, really in good positions. So that's a real good thing, you know. And I was able to do that just based off of knowing the upper level or the upper echelon of Black Americans in Miami. So I'm basically saying this. Miami is even playing around, even when it comes to the housing. As long as you got the money, you got your $1,500 to $2,000 to $2,500 to get you an apartment. They're gonna give you an apartment as long as you got the money. It don't matter what color you is, you know what I mean? That's the good thing about Miami. People of color is your color, so they can relate just that little bit more to you in certain situations. You know, they looking out for people that's coming from different countries that don't have social security cards, nothing, but they got that money. You see what I'm saying? And even if they don't got the money, like I told you before, they've set up a network with each other to where, you know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If they make a call, you got the apartment. It's just that simple. Also, the weather. A lot of African Americans live in the Rust Belt cities, you know, Detroit, you know what I mean, Chicago, Indiana, these type of places where it's cold. You know what I'm saying? And when it's cold, you limit your ability to make money. You might not be able to make money good all year round on these streets and whatever you're trying to do. So with that being said, in the more climate-rich areas, you're gonna be able to find a little bit better of an economy. So when you go to Miami, you know what I'm saying, it's warm year-round. So that means year-round, you're able to promote, you're able to do whatever you gotta do year-round and get your money, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. That really helps you in the long run, especially when you're running a business, not to have it blizzard, not to you so much snow you can't move around or whatever the case may be. So you have to remember that. You have to keep that in mind. Just the overall modernness of Miami, I think, is really a benefit from the older cities, the older style cities. You know, for Black Americans, we love architecture, we love music. We have to get back down to Miami and stay down there and really get our network strong so that when we do things, there's too many opportunities, there's too many convention centers, there's too much going on to where we can't start to have more and more events in Miami like they do in Las Vegas and things like that. But that's the next level. That's the next level is Miami. So they just building on the convention center, rock and do what they do. I want y'all to get down there. I want you, the jobs. The good thing about being an entrepreneur is you create jobs for yourself. And that's the best thing we can do. So in Miami, you have the ability to do that. Like I talked about the retail, you got the different areas that you could really choose from. Wynwood, World Center, Brickell, Miami Beach, South Beach, North Miami, Aventura, down to Cocoa. Look at all those different areas you can do your thing and really accelerate your business. You just have to keep one thing in mind. You have to hire the locals because they speak the language, they know each other. There's just no way around it. For business owners out there, if you move to Miami and open a business, your staff is going to be diverse. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Look, this quick video for you guys. I think Miami is one of the top spots right now for Black Americans that's in business. Maybe not so much looking for a job unless you got financial career or something like that, but it's up there. So you guys need to go check it out. Like, subscribe, share. Don't wait, move down there, just go. Just go. And do what you need to do. It's James Mack signing out. Let me know. Keep in the comments if you think Miami is one of those places where we should just not go visit but live. Let me know in the comments. James Mack.